Good evening, everybody. We are LP Alliance, Intercaucus Coalition, rebuilding the Libertarian Party and revolutionizing the Liberty Movement. You're here for another episode of The Business List, your source for stories inside the party, across the country, and around the world. I am Kyle Davis, and I'm not actually here, but I'm pretending to be here since Amanda is out for the evening. And so I am joined tonight.
Chair had to step out for an emergency meeting of the Central Committee Investigatory Committee to deal with a potentially urgent matter involving some
the abolition of property
comrades.
I am joined tonight
were not
Keith Thompson.
Anti-property enough.
That's true. I am joined tonight by Keith Thompson, Rose Leatherman, and Rob Yates. As Rose has been alluding to, as we found out today from other members of the LNC, apparently our vice chair is anti-property, and she is apparently not committed to the LP or some mess.
I mean, there are several members of the LNC who should be committed, so she's right there with
her. Well, I mean, okay, the issue is she said that children are not valuable monetary assets. Has she even read Rothbard's Children and Rights section to the Ethics of Liberty? So, okay, that one is always fun to explain to people who are new to libertarian philosophy. Trying to explain that one. Don't you guys believe that there should be a flourishing free market in children?
Oh God!
I'm like, that's considered one of the more controversial takes. And also, he's referring to adoption.
So that is certainly one story. We also have the fact that Rose is apparently a socialist. Everyone knows Mark the Anarchist is a socialist now.
That's a surprise to me. I refuse to deny being a socialist. You know how it works. If you won't specifically deny things, that's as good as saying you are something, according to the room temperature IQ crowd.
The internet. So let's get into this evening. We have an incredible amount of news this week, y'all.
Oh no!
Normally Amanda calls the stories down so that they're just relevant things. I'm not that smart, so I just have our entire list of stuff from last week, which Rob just noticed and is laughing at my pen, where I pinned the last message from last week. So
the HVAC soldier just brought up the thing I wanted to talk about.
The Second World War.
I'm down for this.
Congrats to Pete Hegseth for finally embracing gender affirming care.
Gender affirming care.
Yeah.
It's no trans soldiers except for Pete Hegseth.
Seems like he might be overcompensating a bit, but apparently exactly what we really need in this country, a bunch of roid ragey soldiers.
I mean, that's kind of what they're aiming for. They need to roll it out the ice.
Without Lindsey Graham around, the testosterone levels have gone down everywhere.
For the first time ever at the promotion ceremony for the Navy, no women promoted to like admiral or above or anything else there. Pete Hegseth blocked all of the recommendations for women being promoted.
I mean, they probably didn't meet the testosterone level.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Their testosterone's not high enough for him.
I mean, your career has been impeccable, but your blood work, I'm sorry.
I would just like to come out publicly and say I support female soldiers as long as they're not driving.
Oh my God. All right, get Amanda back on here.
Let's try to summon her.
If you say her name 3 times into the camera, I've heard she'll appear.
It's Amanda. Oh man.
She phases in by turning sideways and then slowly rotating.
In escalations that are incredible between the United States' Flock and Palantir, the EU has just advanced Chat Control 1.0, allowing mass scanning of private communications through 2028. Because you got to protect the children by reading everyone's messages.
Yes, it's the only way.
It is absolutely imperative that we see everybody's dick pics for protecting the children. Yes, protecting the children.
You can see everyone's message unless it was to Jeffrey Epstein.
The elite will be.
Then you got to block it for the children.
Well, the elites are exempt. Remember, Klaus Schwab recently discovered a listening device in his house and was outraged by it. Like that's supposed to be something for mass surveillance is for the peasants, not for the elites.
Exactly.
How dare you turn our tools against us?
Which takes me to another story instantly here.
Oh my goodness, segue.
Meta is being sued by former employees because they were using AI to figure out if you were a likely person to need health care. If they deemed you unfit for life, basically, boom, gone. And one of these possibilities was breast cancer. You have breast cancer, you can't work for Meta because that could be expensive.
You seem like you could become pregnant. Sounds expensive.
Where were they getting access to people's private medical records is the question.
I mean, is it just for them encouraging? Is that for them encouraging people to use all the meta features, and they're just like snooping on you through their AI?
Oh, we're not a doctor, but please ask us your medical questions. And did you even have the option of uploading your medical history so that it could? These
people aren't even eating one small stone per day.
They were reading all private internal messages and emails, and they were having the AI scan for things, including health factors.
So you just have to email. You'd be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Zuckerberg, to hear about your imminent kidney failure. I can condolences this to you."
So we have Trump being called out by Mexico, where the ICE killings have forced Mexico to call him to court. They are attempting to hold him accountable. Angie with a solid question.
Oh, okay. I don't think it should be illegal. I think it should be people should shun them and then publicly shame them for it. I don't think they need to go to prison. I think they need to be
Should it be grounds for a lawsuit if you were discriminated against? Because that's where you get into in an actual free market. Like, would people have grounds to sue if someone actually causes you damage at getting employed or?
We could get into Gattaca levels pretty quickly.
I mean, I feel like no, you wouldn't have grounds, but also no one should work for a company that does that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a pretty solid
I would
HIPAA
tend
violation.
to agree, but yeah.
So whether I agree with HIPAA or not, they definitely violated the law.
We're talking about a free market.
Yeah, in the reality in which we live, that's probably not good.
Absolutely.
But also realistically, page 75 of the terms of service probably waives that.
But if anything is clear, this is why we don't want government in our medical records. Makes it all too easy for things to end up in a centralized database. We don't want government, period. I could have ended the sentence there, but
yeah.
And that's why we're socialists. Known facts.
Yes,
because only socialists are against the government.
Socialists are, I mean, objectively, a lot of socialists do seem less pro-government than Republicans and Democrats.
Ouch!
Oh well, that's because small government
it's a low bar.
Small government conservatives apparently love it when you have feds patrolling the streets and dragging people out of their houses on suspicion that they may have been in violation of some policy that they happen to personally like.
It doesn't count as big government if it's weaponized against your political opponents.
Precisely.
That's why we have to reform ICE so that when we're in charge, we can use them to just round up Republicans and Democrats.
It's going to get
Rose, yeah, it is.
Kyle Davis admits he's pro-ICE.
But that would just... I'm pretty sure the right libertarians would just like you better if you did, so...
It's true. He's not a socialist. He's one of us. Rose, you're the one that posted the "Holy shit, Mexico takes Trump's ICE killings to court." So is he getting extradited and hung? What's going on here?
I mean, there's precedent, right? They can kidnap him.
I mean,
my understanding is they can show up in helicopters, whisk his ass away.
Yeah,
those are the rules. That's not an act of war if you invade a foreign country.
Turnabout is fair play.
It's true. No, it's just law enforcement. Yeah, they could be like army crawling through the trench in the Washington reflecting pool.
We're all gonna get
as long as they don't
We probably are.
carve as long as they don't carve a gash in the reflecting pool. Okay, then
Yeah,
that's
as long as they don't.
inactive.
Yeah.
That's a
If they
war
touch the
crime.
paint chips, that's too far.
That's a war crime. That's
It's,
worthy of
as
life
long as you
in
don't
prison.
chip the paint by driving your motorcade over it.
Trump just found out about blue chip stocks, and so he turned the entire reflecting pool into it.
So for those who don't know what we're talking about, the reflecting pool has had problems with algae and the paint coming up. And by paint, it's a spray and liner. Since this was redone at much cost to one of Trump's buddies. And Donald Trump has claimed that it's Antifa.
Guy, right?
Yeah. That Antifa and leftist terrorists have been attacking the reflecting pool, which means that Austin Martin thinks that's us. We just got together.
Dang, Kyle, it's based.
You cannot prove that we have a secret underground lab where we are growing super strains of algae in tanks and then sneaking into DC, getting past all the guards and all the thousands of tourists who are there every single day and all the surveillance cameras and pouring algae into the reflecting pool. And then walking into the center of it, pulling out a knife and carving a giant 30-foot gash.
300 feet, supposedly.
300 feet.
Yeah, this is why, since we had the libertarian card to get one person in the cabinet, we put RFK Jr. in there. He'd cut all the algae monitoring programs. Right now, we can make the super algae, make the good stuff.
It was all part of the master plan. We would have gotten away with fascism, it too.
The fascists are having an infight where the Proud Boys and the Patriot Front have been having exposed identities during their encounters, which has been another Rose story.
You're not a real fascist.
No, you guys are the feds. We're the real fascists. Yeah, apparently there was an altercation between the Patriot Front and the Proud Boys where they were both accusing each other of being feds or something to that effect.
I mean, they could be feds and also legitimate members if you stock the if enough feds are also
see
racist.
If I can pull this up.
I just figured we'd say, speaking of feds, and give the update on Lorenzo Salgado Araujo.
Yeah, and on a darker note.
Indeed. Mr. Araujo was murdered by ICE last week, and we reported on that last week. And ICE was claimed to not be wearing body cams. The DHS claimed this. There are now pictures that show that they very clearly had body cams on.
I'm sure they all malfunctioned at the same time, and there was no deliberate turning off of the body cameras involved.
If only
DHS
there was a mass
admitted,
system of surveillance cameras that the government had.
ICE would never lie to us.
Kind of flock of cameras.
Yes.
Weird. Yeah, every single flock camera also malfunctioned at the same time, guys. This stuff just happens.
Right. And clearly the flock cameras are named that way because birds aren't real.
It's true. ICE has admitted, or DHS actually, over ICE, has admitted that both in the case of Mr. Araujo and in the man murdered in Maine, neither were the target of ICE. ICE got the wrong person. They didn't have a warrant for them. They illegally stopped them, and they murdered them.
But did they have a vehicle that was headed anywhere near the general direction of an ICE agent?
Yeah. See, like when you step in front of a vehicle, it's usually headed in your general direction until you step back out of the line of the vehicle. Like this is the kind of thing that
you can't expect them to move. You can only expect them to go in front of the actual vehicle.
Apparently, they don't realize that like ICE agents don't realize you can walk in different directions. You don't have to step in front of the vehicle. You can go around to the back of it.
No, you got to.
And then you can get the license plate. And then you can use that license plate to find the person after the fact, if you actually have evidence that they have broken a law in some way.
Yeah, so that evidence is old school. You know, they don't need that anymore.
No, you just shoot first, and then you decide after the fact what they were doing.
Society.
Well, that's the thing, though. Like,
40
you can
minutes,
discover a week later.
This is timely.
Sorry.
In 40 minutes, Trump's thing begins, and also for the 40th time last night, he ended the war in Iran.
Again? That's the Peace Prize right there.
multiple peace prizes, probably.
Yeah, like most of the pieces of a prize he should get.
Sorry, Rose. I just wanted
You
to make
get a
sure that
tiny
was
piece of it for every time you've ended this war.
Yeah, you build your own.
40 pieces of a peace prize. So at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight, Donald Trump is supposedly doing a major 2020 election update.
Yes,
6 years
where he
later.
finds
This'll be fun.
the fraud that existed when he was president in the election that his people were in charge of.
This
In
is gonna be
Georgia,
fun.
a very, very red state, in Fulton County, which is admittedly blue, but there's been nothing to suggest there was a problem. Their entire like argument so far is like they didn't sign the numbers that they turned in. It's very crazy.
I hate Trump, and yet, like back in 2020, I didn't actually find the idea implausible. Like, okay, you've got rival, factions within the ruling class vying for power. There were some powerful people who wanted Trump out of office. So, like, I didn't actually find the idea of there being, of things not really being on the up and up particularly implausible. At this point, though, I'm not going to believe any evidence they come out with either. So I'm just going to sit back and watch the show. But except they're going to try to use this to fuck with the upcoming midterm elections because they've been trying to do that for the past year.
The only way you can ensure people do the paperwork properly is if you have ICE agents monitoring the polling place.
Yeah, you have to let them, look over your shoulder and just make sure that you're filling out the bubbles correctly.
Yeah, that's true, Jonathan.
You can have a whole pocket full of paint chips, or maybe like those little color swaths from.
I thought it was supposed to be a pocket full of shells.
Lowe's.
If you're not filling out the correct candidates, that means you might potentially be in the country illegally. They had better detain you while they run your paperwork, and
you may have voted
happens
incorrectly.
that the election is over by the time you're cleared to go. That's that. You got to secure the elections.
Yeah. See, this is what we have gotten from Vladimir Putin.
I will say this:
you need the door-to-door armed agents to help people vote.
I think it's valid.
Yeah, they'll walk in and just to make sure that you're voting properly.
Voting the right way.
To make sure it's fair.
I think every election is fraudulent. A whole bunch of people get mass fed and ingest a bunch of nonsense designed to make them hate the other person, or forced to swallow a bunch of promises that we know are false from the moment we get them.
Yeah, and even outside the LNC.
Mm-hmm. Right. I mean, by the time it gets to election night, you've got the Team Red Wall Street backed war criminal versus the Team Blue Wall Street backed war criminal.
It's true. Speaking of Wall Street backed war criminals, Donald Trump went ahead and built a new fence around the White House to push people even further back because he was scared for his little life.
Was there something wrong with his odor? Could he not just do that naturally?
Did Antifa have to pay for the fence?
Probably.
I mean,
Antifa was probably forced to work in the mines to get the ores to make the steel for the fence.
Well, Rubio did announce we're going to start keeping communists out.
No.
When's he leaving?
Finally.
Mike Johnson said they need $350 million, or 300, was it 350? Yeah, $350 billion to fight communism on our shores.
They have also claimed that they have proven that overseas governments are funding Antifa to destroy our good Republican nation.
Oh.
And
I mean, I think the Republicans are doing that for free.
Mm-hmm. Communism means opposition to flock cameras and giant, massive subsidies handed out to mega corporations. Just so we're clear.
Yeah, the beauty of a decentralized movement like Antifa is that you can't just take out one person and stop the idea. But also the downside of it is you can blame them for anything. And Antifa show you mess the election up. Antifa cut my paint chips. Antifa shit my pants.
Cut my paint chips.
Yes, and it was actually Antifa dressed up as Trump that sharded during a press conference and then told everyone to leave the room.
So in another
Trump was patient zero with the lettuce.
with the Taco Bell lettuce.
Yeah.
Fauci said you
in a-
you can help prevent the spread of cyclosporia by wearing 2 diapers.
Gosh.
We have the face
Um,
diaper now, the butt diaper.
So we have another somber story. In high quality footage shown in court, apparently shows Tyler Robinson taking the shot at Charlie Kirk. This is something that they have not released outside of the courtroom, and the only people that have been talking about it are people that hate Candace Owens.
Right. It exists, but we
if they-
can't see it. We have to take
they
it.
had
But
this-
trust me, bro, it exists.
It seems like it could have definitely helped the prosecution to have, had video evidence of the assassin.
It's especially impressive since the day before they didn't have any video, they said.
Well, it had to render.
It just finished.
Yeah,
Using-
it
Same.
Using Windows
temporarily-
98.
Yeah, after
Look,
Sora got pulled,
the-
they didn't have it for a little bit. They
The
had to set
Tyler
up
Robinson
funky
video
UI.
was stored on the same DVRs as the Epstein video. It just took us a while to get it off of it.
Oh, so that's why they haven't released the files. It's not that they're deliberately covering anything up. It's just that they are using very outdated technology, and that's why they need billions more dollars.
I think it's funny that the Charlie Kirk spent all this time stoking conspiracy theories about stuff, and now his comment section is coming back for him, and they're like, "No, it wasn't that guy. His microphone had a tiny bomb in it, planted there by Jewish people," and the nonsense, it continues long after his death, and it is just coming back for him.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm fairly agnostic on the subject of who shot Charlie Kirk or who was behind it. Like, okay, I mean, sure, it could have been that there was somebody powerful who set the actual shooter up as a patsy, or it could have just been that that particular shooter just really didn't like him. Like, those
I mean,
are
it could be
equally
that he was a
plausible.
jerk to people, and you're
Yeah.
a public figure who's a jerk that kind of puts a target on you.
Mhm.
I have
Have I
spent
mentioned that
less
all of you
time
are very
caring about
nice
this.
people?
Like I could not possibly. I care more about
Note
what side of
to
the road they
self.
drive on in Ghana than this whole stupid Charlie Kirk thing. Like, it sucks.
Yeah.
Dude got shot.
I mean, yeah, like it's
He was-
murder's not a
like,
good option.
I think he was an asshole, but it was wrong. Like,
Yeah, you shouldn't.
you don't
shouldn't
kill
murder
a dude
people.
over it.
People are getting shot.
Um,
ICE has killed 10 people this year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had to pay for that though.
We blew up 167 schoolgirls in Iran on the first day of
Mhm.
the first of 40 wars in the last 6 months.
Followed
Like-
by
Yeah.
us saying no, we didn't, and then campaign
No
on
new
that
wars.
for like
40 wars
4
later.
weeks. Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, if you end the war more times than you start the war, then you get negative wars, and so
He's
you
got a
can,
war
you can
bag.
undo the you can undo them.
Yes, but don't you know that this is actually the peaceful option, because now they're not ever going to have a nuke, just like they weren't going to have a nuke previously anyway?
Before. Yes.
Did
I'm
you see
sure.
the post he made?
I'm sure 50 years from now, they will completely respect us and not have any ill will toward us, and we will suffer no blowback.
Yeah, seriously.
Now they'll have even less reason for wanting a nuke, right? That's how
Of
it
course.
works.
Yeah.
Something came out. He was
Hey, you're
implying
sounding a lot like
that
Harry Brown right now.
this is a new war. So the 60-day authorization has started over.
And so
Rob,
it's like when your Windows
it's Neo War now.
it's like when your Windows trial comes up and it like gives you like a little reboot timer, like, oh sorry, your time's up, and then you just restart the computer. It's like the war version of that.
So I've got a really quick oddity. I don't think this is going to be much for discussion, but the GOP nominee for Colorado governor is Victor Marx, who has admitted to beheading a cat as part of a voodoo ritual,
Oh, but
bragged that he
the
can
cat.
exercise, bragged that he can exercise demons over the phone,
Oh, the phone, nice.
claimed to have killed a man as a child, maintains he has a black belt in Cajun karate,
Cajun,
and
yeah,
has
it's
said
like
that he
it's
cannot
like-
tell you exactly how many men he's killed.
I like Cajun karate because you just
Did he
reach in your
say-
pocket and you pull out a handful of Tony Sacheries and you just throw it in their face.
Didn't he say he's been killing people
Nice.
since age 7 or something?
Yeah.
Wow.
How do you
And
exercise demons over the
person-
phone, though? That usually requires an in-person visit at least once.
No, it's like telemedicine.
Can the demon see the screen?
Yeah. You have to put them on. Yeah, put them on camera.
Tele-exorcism.
Beheading a cat for voodoo is
Yeah.
religious freedom. I think the cat may feel like its religion's been violated.
The Montana
So-
governor is coming out and saying that he's running on a platform of no Sharia law in Montana, and there are fewer than 400 Muslims in the state of Montana. I guess he can keep
I
that
mean-
promise.
Only
Muslims,
right-wingers in
trans
the
people,
U.S.
they-
are
yeah.
allowed. Yeah, only American right-wingers are allowed to implement religious theocracies. Damn it, we can't have someone else doing it before we do.
Oh. We're
I
not
always do
bigots,
find
we
it
just
funny
campaign
when-
against
yeah.
every minority.
I always do find it funny when Christian nationalists, rage against Sharia law. When Islamic fundamentalists and Christian nationalists want all the same things. They're just worried about someone else beating them to it.
Mm.
Well, you're forgetting the
Listen-
part where a lot of times Christian nationalists are also people that are against brown people. So Muslims are not okay, not
Mhm.
because they don't agree, but because they're brown.
Isn't saying Sharia law like saying law? Like,
Yes,
isn't that a redundant term?
pizza.
Hmm?
They're hoping to make a Muslim-friendly version of Little Caesars.
So
That joke was bad.
going back a minute, while we're
The hot and ready barely has pepperoni anyway, so it's probably already kosher or halal.
I miss commercials about Little Caesars Pizza. Pizza is a great commercial.
Yep, Sharia law.
Have you
La.
seen Charles Perrello's videos?
No.
Okay,
not.
so I had not heard of the guy for like a decade since he ran for president, was it, or was it LNC chair? I think LNC chair. Anyway, he has like a whole YouTube series now where he goes over various like factoids. One of them was Little Caesars, but his
no.
format's always like, well, to understand this, you have to go back 7 billion years to the dawn of the universe, and then he squeezes it out so you get the ad revenue, and then and it continues.
It's like Putin on Tucker.
He did what on Tucker?
Putin, when he was Tucker's guest, did you see that?
Oh my goodness!
Um,
Yeah, I did.
what are the odds that Trump brings either Lindsey Graham or Mitch McConnell on stage at his speech tonight?
Not great. If he brings
Mitch
Lindsey Graham
McConnell
on,
just stands-
it will be in a small
Repels from the
urn.
ceiling. Well, okay. So, I mean, in fairness, Trump has depicted himself as Jesus Christ.
That's what I'm saying.
So, it wouldn't be unprecedented.
Rose will be back, Ryan. It's she's got weird internet problems all the time. We'll be fine.
And how dare you assume my gender, Ryan? Jeez.
It's true. That beard is his cunt. Federal court dismisses Department of Justice lawsuit to obtain an unredacted copy of New York statewide voter registration list. A big victory for Elias Law Group and our client, the NAACP. The DOJ is now 0-12 in these cases, and ELG is undefeated.
Nice.
However,
With-
someone in the
without
LNC agrees with the idea.
Without unredacted access, how can Hawaii get access to voter registration lists, which they could get from their local office?
For free anyway. Exactly
Yeah.
right.
So we have to pay it. I don't complain about it.
Now Rose is back, so I want to bring a story that she brought up in the
My
chat.
apologies
back
for
around.
the disruption.
8 men have been federally indicted. 8 men have been federally indicted over a plot to attack the UFC Freedom 250 event at the White House and assassinate Trump, JD Vance, and Benjamin Netanyahu, and Elon Musk.
These are the 8 men.
Why are these assassination plots all so inept? Is what I'm wondering.
Well,
They
because
don't,
they're
they
fake.
don't make assassins the way they used to.
Mm.
Absolutely
Antifa
true.
can simultaneously sneak past all the cameras in Washington D.C. and also not pull off anything.
Yeah, see, the LG was supposed to just create a diversion.
Mm.
The real target was the UFC event.
They could have had the Antifa CEO could have gone in there with a pocket full of Tony Sacheries and done the Cajun Kung Fu or whatever, Cajun Karate.
As long as he doesn't mess with the reflecting pool.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, that's capital
Ugh.
offense right there.
There have been several New York Times journalists issued subpoenas after reporting on security concerns for the new Qatari gifted Air Force One. So the
I mean, that
government's
it does seem
"How
problematic.
dare
How
you
dare
mention
them
there are
report on it?
problems?"
Yeah,
Straight to Gulag.
I got to agree with the government on this one. That seems egregious to talk about severe security issues on a shady deal that our president got a free plane from
What the
a nation that is at best a very competitive non-ally.
the bribe mobile doesn't have all the safety features?
It has a little live stream corner where they're watching all the time, but apparently that governor will use it to exercise demons as well while flying around.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so it's
So,
not just so we can hear the banter of the people of the flight crew.
No, that's just for Qatar.
So we've already touched on Flock being garbage tonight, but we now have an idea of exactly how bad. LAPD has dropped support for Flock after, in a 60-day period, they had 161 license plate reader hits from stolen cars that were not actually stolen.
What really happened? I gotta
Nice,
side with
nice.
Flock on this one. They picked up a bunch of different incidents of the LAPD beating up black people, and LAPD did not like that, and so they got rid of Flock.
That's
Probably
the
true.
thing. If the government gets rid of Flock, it's going to be for reasons like that.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
It's going to be because the government officials don't like being recorded doing things.
Hey, I'll
Well,
take
Flock's
it.
Because this
replacing the
week
body
has been a
cam.
year long.
It's funny. So
Because this week
apparently,
has
like,
been a year long.
there were a bunch of Flock cameras in my town that, like, apparently they've gone missing in recent weeks. It's unclear exactly, like, if it was the government that took them down or somebody
Huh.
else. But hey, I'm
Is
happy.
that irony if your security camera gets stolen?
So,
Um,
yes, under no circumstances should you put on a reflective vest and a hard hat and just walk over and cut down the pole while looking like you're supposed to be there just doing a construction job.
We would never
Never,
condone that.
ever do that.
Absolutely not.
No, you just write a
Because this
strongly
week has
worded
been
letter
an
to
entire
your
year long.
legislator.
Because this week has been an entire year long, Lindsey Graham went to went to Ukraine to preach peace via support for Ukraine, followed by flying home in an extraordinarily quick time and promptly dying, with it supposedly being the Widowmaker aortic explosion in his heart. But the FBI has shown up with over 20 agents to go through his house to investigate his death.
See, we were waiting for news on whether Mitch McConnell still exists on the mortal plane, and we got a very pleasant surprise that it just happened so suddenly and randomly. Oh, by the way, one of the
Start
most
from the top
evil
rope.
people of this century, one of the most evil politicians who I can say legitimately nothing nice about, is dead.
Grindr stock went way down.
Grindr was flying their flag at half-mast.
I mean, his last name is a delicious crack.
No, they weren't. They were still full mast, guys. Nancy Mace will be running to fill Lindsey Graham's vacant seat.
But they already appointed
but
his
for the
sister,
moment,
Didn't they?
apparently we're...
that's
yeah,
only through the end of the year. They have to have a special election, but they can appoint someone while the
okay,
special
okay.
election happens. So Lindsey Graham's little sister has stepped in to be Lindsey Graham. Lindsey was the boy.
I mean,
So
I can see
Boy
why
is
he
doing a
turned out
lot
the
of-
way he did.
Nancy Mace, for those who don't remember, is the incredible House member whose entire existence is because she really hates trans people.
Yeah. She has a lot of bathroom issues there.
and worked at a Waffle House.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm like,
okay.
I think
Well,
there was one
I
other
understand
thing.
having the bathroom fixation then.
Fair point.
Yeah.
Did y'all see the video of that Waffle House dude beating the crap out of the customer?
That could be a
Which
lot
one?
of different videos.
There was one blowing up yesterday.
Oh,
I don't know if you're a customer at a Waffle House. Do not mess with the Waffle House employee.
No,
Those people are all battle
doing it
tested.
too. People keep doing it too. Like every other week, someone is trying to start shit with a Waffle House waiter.
People don't look.
Yeah, you know,
That
the
and
Waffle
voting
House
for the
people
Uniparty.
are like antibiotic resistant bugs. Like all the weak Waffle House employees got weeded out long ago.
Quickly.
Yeah.
He's not going to make it.
The LNC could learn a thing or two from Waffle
Yes.
House employees. Isn't that why we have a Waffle House caucus?
Yeah, maybe so.
It's true. I'm just going to read the actual subheader for this one because it's better than anything I could come up with. The criminal case against libertarian firebrand Jeremy Kauffman is no more, much like Kauffman's affiliation with the National Libertarian Party.
Saw that one. Nice. Nice.
Ouch.
Charges against him for his racial slurs and bigotry have been dropped. But
I mean, yeah, it shouldn't be illegal to be a bigot, but it also shouldn't be considered tolerable by society.
Yeah, that's a
Right, I
fair
mean-
point. Like, if there was no violence, then he never should have been charged.
Well, I mean, there
Right, it was
hit
disorderly
that wasn't the
conduct or
extent
something.
of it, was it? Like, I think there were other issues involved there.
Well, there was a fender bender. It's unclear exactly who was responsible for it, though, and what set him off in response to the fender bender.
I think
Yeah,
the
I mean-
original report said he got violent with the person.
That's, I
Mm.
mean,
um,
that's consistent with our experience at the convention.
there is an incredible
Huge.
display of excellence from a Russian mobile fire team's master in the art of 360-degree defense. I'm gonna pull this one up because it is otherwise not to be believed.
Is this the helicopter machine gun? Yeah, this is awesome. That music is perfect.
Nice ducking.
Yeah, I love this guy. He's just like, nope, I'm out of there.
Yeah,
Um,
that's gotta
so-
toast your face a bit. That's a nice muzzle flash.
what has happened here? That is a
I thought that was
helicopter
a
machine
video
gun that's
game. I seriously thought that was
Literally,
video
this is
game footage.
real life.
Oh my god.
I mean, that one is a recreation, but this did happen this last week. They took a helicopter machine gun and they mounted it center of mass rather than center of recoil. So here's the gun. Here's the ammo box. Instead of
So
mounting underneath the
they
gun,
made a bit of a
so that
rocket.
firing, they instead mounted between the two so it was easier to mount. So as they started to fire, more than 600 pounds of force were continuously exerted directly backwards along that gun at more than a foot away from the center line. So more than 600 foot-pounds of torque lifted a man off his feet, chucked his ass out in the field, and the gun just continued to spin in like a freaking Sonic the Hedgehog game.
Say, this
it's
is
pretty
why Pete
incredible.
Hegseth should have left the fat people in the army.
Yeah. Could have held that gun down.
Could have tucked that thing under your arm.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of
No.
want
If
one.
your testosterone is high enough, you'll just grab it and brute force it.
That's
into
true. That's true. You
submission.
just use your beard clinches onto the firearm.
You got to be enough of an alpha
The
male.
guy
to do
that ducked. The guy that ducked stopped the gun from spinning after it stopped shooting. And he does this by grabbing the barrel with his bare hands.
Dang.
He grabs
So he has like the
and jerks his hands
Home
back.
Alone. He has like the Home Alone doorknob burn in his palm.
Exactly. It's just
gun
incredible.
manufacturer
Um,
etched into his hand.
Phil, all of us as teens learned how to helicopter. Don't lie to me.
I was gonna say, I'm glad he learned how to not helicopter publicly, which is something that
Yeah.
he should learn eventually. Is not an appropriate thing to do in public.
Come to order.
A thing came out about Encore Capital Group this week, buried in Donald Trump's financial disclosure.
Speaking of helicoptering, a thing came out.
Do we want to know what came out?
Encore is one of the largest debt collectors in America, buying up people's
I
default
saw
debt
this.
pennies on the dollar. And it turns out Donald Trump is a solid owner with multiple percent owned. So every
So-
time you're in debt for any reason, he's getting paid.
He's making money.
Hell yeah!
I mean, he's on the
They're-
record
they're
saying, "I
Grift-
love
they
the
keep selling
inflation."
grifted.
Look, I gotta say
Yeah.
something in Donald Trump's defense. He has turned making money from the presidency into an art form. Like it is take everything else away.
That was the
The
deal.
sheer financial genius.
No other president
the
can
deal,
make
too.
as much money when you lose.
Presidential edition.
Well, they used to be at least sort of discreet about it. Like, yeah, you all know that they were using their inside information to buy stock in companies and then sell when shit was about to go down. They were more discreet about it. Like, Trump will just blatantly tweet that, like,
Yeah,
he's about to go back
guys-
to war, and
guys
he'll
should
list,
buy
like,
this.
Yeah,
yeah.
buy. And he'll list the name of
Yeah.
the company that you should buy
The
stock. with,
government's gonna. Yeah.
well, who's gonna do anything about it? That's the thing. No one. No one is gonna fucking enforce the laws. So why not?
Right. I mean, the government
of
has
laws being
ownership stakes in
enforced-
companies. They're interfering in private companies all the time now. The Anthropic ban for a while.
Well, they're not really private. The government owns a 5% stake in all of them.
Mhm.
Well, yeah. I mean, Rose and I understand the principle at play here, since we are devout
The
communists.
socialists.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
We're also communists.
It's all the
because,
same when you get to our level.
Speaking of
Yeah,
communists,
like we
you see,
understand that we don't have a free market, and that we are not obligated to defend giant mega corporations, and that makes us communists to people who don't
Yeah.
understand the difference between a free market and not a free
Yeah.
market.
I mean, Rose is really more of a socialist, thus her name.
Oh,
Makes
cause
sense.
yeah, I
Does
mean,
make sense.
Yeah.
I was named after a flower that's red, so
did you all see the Randy Fine
technically
news?
that's also my mother's maiden name.
Which thing about
And
it?
no, I do not
Second-
use that as a
second
security
generation.
question anywhere before you try it, people.
I won't, out of respect, because there's like 20 that I already have going. But
Twinkling different
Randy
identity
Fine-
theft operations.
Randy Fine has come out and said he will vote against everything the White House puts out until Donald Trump fires Alex Bruesewitz. I don't know how to say the guy's name, but one of Trump's top advisors who's been beefing with Randy Fine for the last 2 weeks
Oh my God.
over the last slice of pizza or something. And
The last entire pizza, you mean? I mean, come on.
no, but this is serious. Randy Fine was the only Republican to vote against the SAVE Act.
Hmm?
And says he will vote against every single thing that's from the White House until Trump fires this top advisor.
Oh my God.
Christian
And
Robertson
yes,
got my
Christian
joke.
Robert. Yeah. I'm actually surprised that this hasn't been cited as evidence against me yet.
Mhm.
Come on, people, get creative.
Yeah.
I have not even been in a dossier yet.
I
That you
did.
know
I did.
of.
I did send Kyle the proof of your socialism earlier.
Which proof?
You do have that? I will pull it up. We will watch this together.
It's proof of your connection to Sonny. I'm not sure what that is. I just know you were accused of being involved.
Oh yes, I'm also a yeah. Yes.
It's
Can't deny
Rose
that photographic evidence.
Well, guys,
Rose
you all know that
has
I'm
been
involved
attacked
in
on
a
the public list.
You all know that I'm involved in a plot involving celestial bodies,
Nice.
and I'm working in concert with them to abolish private ownership of the means of production.
Yes,
Okay, you
Go
got
big or
me.
go home.
You
it
got
is
me.
a grand conspiracy.
Let the bodies hit the moon. Um,
Let the bodies
so
hit the
former
Lagrange
Iranian
point.
president Mahmoud Ahmadinejad is under house arrest after Iran uncovered his secret contacts with Israeli intelligence.
That's fantastic.
Just a little over the buzzer, right?
Yeah. Trump's been ordered to return the $80 billion from tariffs.
Yep.
Trump's attempted settlement bullshit got axed. A federal judge says Trump's lawsuit against the IRS was filed for an improper purpose. and has referred the attorneys for disciplinary action. This has not been a week for Trump's attorneys.
And it's not
Nor
a
has
great.
this been a decade for Trump's attorneys.
I mean, yeah, it's not been a good time for them in general. His attorneys don't even want to do it. They just have to show up so they have a job.
Well, there's no more real estate attorneys in Florida that'll take the job since Pam Bondi left. So now he's going with Todd Blanche, whose confirmation hearings have been almost as much of a circus as Pam Bondi talking about the Epstein files. Have you watched any of this?
Yeah.
It's embarrassing. Like, it's honestly embarrassing.
Yes.
Like, I'll say, people have different views. I love
Expert.
this country. I really do. I lived in China for a couple years. Like, we don't know how good we have it. And other countries used to look up to America, not because of our ability to like blow people up or enforce our will, but because like the shining light on the hill was a real thing. Like, we had freedom and people aspired to that, and we did good things with it. And now we have the nominee
have a
for the
McDonald's on
Attorney
that hill.
General of the United States, and senators asking him like, who won the 2020 election? And he's like, well, Joe Biden got more electoral votes. And the questioner is like, well, what happens when you get more electoral votes? He said,
Well,
but it's like it's shameful. It's embarrassing.
I mean, that was kind of Trump's whole
The-
thing, right? Like when he ran, it wasn't on merit; it was to own the other guy. Like it was. Look how awesome this guy is. He's ridiculous, and he makes the people I don't like really mad.
Right.
And a lot of that's on voters for their values being hating people more than they love freedom.
I could understand it the first time because I think a lot of people in 2016 just voted for Trump as a giant middle finger to the establishment. that everyone was
to the government
pissed off
in general.
with. Yes.
Right.
'Cause he
Not
was-
realizing that he was in fact in favor of a gigantic government.
Right. It's
And
not
he
like,
did-
yeah,
I
I
mean-
mean, he sold out on every single thing he promised, but
Like,
Right.
legit credit where
drain
it's
the
due in
swamp.
2016.
Why drain the swamp when you can become the swamp?
Yeah. Well, see, he has a 50% success rate with his promises because he just promises from both sides.
Yeah, fair.
True.
But like
So-
It's one weird
2016,
trick.
Hillary went into Appalachia and said, we're going to end coal. And then Trump goes in and says, I feel your pain. I understand where you're coming from. Like, it's not surprising that he won that election. He tapped into something real. And what's extra frustrating is like, he took a very legitimate anger.
You don't think that Hillary tapped into something real? She told
No.
us to Pokemon Go to the polls, Rob.
Oh,
That's
right.
true.
Kids these days love their
Well,
phones.
she just
and
didn't have
their
enough time to kill
Pokemon
everyone that was
Go
against
and,
her.
Oh, and also she supposedly carried hot sauce around in her purse.
Was that
because
that
that
her?
makes her
And then
seem-
Kamala
makes her
was the
seem-
bathtub greens washer.
That just makes you seem cool and hip, I guess.
She should have just had like a purse stocked full of coffee creamers, so she could do like the whole Randy Savage, the cream rises to the top bit.
Macho Man.
Yeah, no,
The cream.
yeah, no, Trump is a symptom of a much deeper problem in this country. And like a lot of people like don't get that. Like the establishment Democrats still acting like
Stupidity
he's
is
some-
that problem.
Yeah.
Well, yes, but the Democrats still, establishment Democrats still acting like Trump is just some, one-off aberration, and that once he's out of office, things will go back to the way they were prior to Trump.
Oh,
and
yeah,
we'll have establishment Democrats versus establishment Republican elections again, where you can't even tell the difference between the two candidates during their debates. No, I mean, things are not going to go back to that. Like,
No, there'll be difference because you'll have one side that is completely insane versus the other side that is also insane, and so they'll just they'll be further apart, but they'll both be crazy and both want to kill you.
The Democrats
Um,
tell you they want to ruin everything, and the Republicans tell you they want to do the right thing, but then they actually go out and ruin everything.
well,
I mean, I don't know if I go that far
strategy
because
is-
Republicans now are like, hey, we're going to send ICE and round up all.
Yeah, that's a
the-
fair
the,
point.
like-
They've abandoned the pretense.
Right,
and then
like the-
Democrats, like their strategy is we're just going to stand back and let ICE terrorize people and gun them down in
Right.
the streets, and then people are
Write them
going
a
to be
strongly
angry enough that
worded
they'll
letter.
vote for us
Right.
without us having
Well,
to do anything
we
about it.
passed a strongly worded resolution about it. I mean, we didn't
had
actually
some,
vote on anything that would change something, but we can't because of Robert's rules.
We were considering walking out during Trump's State of the Union address. We didn't actually do it, but we were talking about
We did deny
potentially
quorum
doing it.
temporarily until coming right back.
right, and also we held some hearings where some people got yelled at, and it was fun to watch. Okay,
Yeah.
that's And we even said a swear word on video once. I mean, come on, people.
Oh golly.
That'll teach them.
So
Hey, I just saw a comment from Christian Robinson, if I could say it real quick, about China's pretty nice when it comes to infrastructure. So that's what China wants you to think. And look, realistically, there are parts of China that have done some amazing technological things, which is easy when you have slave labor. But most of China, we in the United States have almost no concept of what China is. We have, I think, 9 cities with over 1 million people. They have like 113. The biggest city in the world is Shenzhen, Guangzhou, Dongguan in the southeastern China. And they won't tell you it's all one city, but you can drive for hours and it's just nothing but factories. There's like 40 million people. And then when you get out a little further, it goes up to like 130 million people. Most of those people live in abject poverty. They live on like $10 a month. They eat nothing but rice. It's easier for Americans to travel through China than Chinese citizens because if you don't have the right papers, you can't go to different provinces. They have huge rural areas. I'm talking 400 million people where they're not allowed to leave.
Communists want to abolish borders. I don't understand.
Well, that makes us all commies.
Right.
But
No, I've
all
known
of the
people who
newspapers-
lived there before, and like, yeah, as an American expat or someone who's just temporarily living there for business reasons for a couple of years, like, yeah, it sounds like, yeah, they have it pretty good, but a lot of them, they have not
And if
lived
you
the
live in a
life of a
well-to-do
rural
city-
Chinese peasant.
Tianjin is an amazing standard of living, but they live on the backs of slavery. And that's not being hyperbolic. Like
Oh,
they
yeah.
have hundreds of millions of rural farm workers who are slaves. And if they complain, they go to jail. I think Flock Camera has a contract with them.
Of course
Oh.
they do. Who needs ethics when you're making money?
So it came out this week through SEC filings that StubHub's founder operates a professional ticket reseller on the platform and helps finance other scalpers.
Nice.
See, this is one of those
I'm
things where,
surprised-
like,
I'm
it's not like
surprised
the
that Taylor
government should
Swift
make-
hasn't just announced her own ticketing system.
A lot of bands have actually tried. Like, a lot of bands do not like the system where,
Yeah.
they have to sell through these ticket monopolists.
Back onto immigration. An immigration judge has ruled that a man's pro-Palestine views mean nothing he says can be believed. Yakub Vahandra, a 38-year-old Filipino-American photojournalist and DACA recipient, has been held in ICE detention for 9 months over pro-Palestine social media posts.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's why when we talk about things like Izzy Alley, we're not exaggerating. Everything that ICE is doing, everything the DHS is doing is terrible. Abolish DHS and everything under that banner.
Those were some of the first people that they were targeting. If people remember, like back in spring 2025, it was like people here on student
Like college
visas
protests.
who were, college protesters who were here on student visas. And then the argument was, oh, well, they're not citizens, they're not permanent residents, they're just here on student visas. Like, why should they be allowed to be in the U.S. if they have
If they insult a
anti-US
different country.
right? If they insult a country that's not the U.S. but is still forbidden to criticize. But yeah, let's not get into that. That was kind of testing of the waters, though. Like I remember, like they would, people were being grabbed and thrown into unmarked vans. This was sort of like that was the testing of the waters, and people were being treated like they were being hysterical if they are like, this is going to be used against U.S. citizens, right? And
Absolutely.
people weren't taking it seriously.
Hey, we have an Amanda.
Oh no.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
How was the Central Committee Investigatory Committee meeting?
Well,
Have you taken appropriate disciplinary action against
Rose,
Keith?
Well, it's not really Keith. Rose, unfortunately, we did obtain photographic evidence that you are, in fact, a Sunni, that is SUNY Muslim socialist.
We have
I
shown
am
that.
And-
a Sunni Muslim.
Yes, and we need to attend to that accordingly, I'm afraid.
I'm gonna need to see evidence of my crimes.
Kyle, Comrade Davis, are you able to pull up evidence
I can.
of Comrade Leatherman's?
Oh no, is Amanda leaking executive session information?
I mean, I am executive session.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
She
am
is-
the central
She
executive session.
is the Central Committee Investigatory Committee.
I see. As vice
Yes.
chair, you could declassify with your mind.
Exactly. Just by sheer power of will.
So what I've got here is a shot of Rose.
So this is I don't really know how much more evidence we need right here.
Yeah.
Well, guys,
Frankly,
I
I'm a
have
little
nothing to
bit-
say in my defense.
Between
I'm
that
a little
and
bit
plotting with the actual sun.
There we go.
Right?
Yes.
Right?
I'm disappointed in myself for only holding a starter libertarian book. Like, why can't I be holding Man, Economy, and State at the very least?
I mean, I don't
Constitution of
know.
Inequality.
You should be holding Robert's Rules of Order.
That is
The
truly
libertarian book.
But
that
would-
is
Libertarian
truly
in
a
the game.
crime.
that would be a bigger crime here.
Truly a crime for the ages.
The
Is-
last
No, the issue is that I'm not holding Das Kapital.
gosh.
You could be holding a
the-
printed copy of the investigatory committee report.
There we go. We'll see. As we
last
know,
thing that I wanted to mention.
what?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, as we know, Rose has a job, so this is a great affront to those who don't have a job and can just spam the public list all day.
No, you got to rub it
Having
in. I
a
see.
job
Yeah.
is socialism.
employment.
Don't,
Yes.
Having a job is socialism, you guys.
The
Look,
private
everyone worked
sector
in the
is
Soviet
socialist.
Union. Yeah.
I mean, in fairness, since
Um,
the government owns a lot of the private sector now, you might be a socialist for working in the private sector. Or the public, it's the same. It's a gradient now.
So
Oh, so it's
it was
not
spelled
misspelling.
with a Y on purpose.
Because she used to work at SUNY.
Yes,
I thought
the
it's good for
SUNY
something at
system
first.
is a university system that exists in New York State.
It's
It's
a
a network of
statist university of
Status University of New York.
statist
York
University
State.
of New Yagata, as in Genrick. So where they teach you to become Chekists.
Good lord.
Gonna get my pay
Speaking of
Chekist.
Russia,
Yeah.
the first fully unmanned amphibious assault using a drone boat to land an armed ground robot that then attacked Russian positions with a gun drone has been carried out by
Yo,
Ukraine.
dog.
Yeah.
It's like a Russian
So-
nesting doll of guns.
This is
And then a gun with legs came out of it.
Troika. So they just had a boat come up onto the land, deployed a gun drone. It went out and started attacking a position with no human there, which is terrifying. Really, is the
Unless
word.
all wars turn to just robot wars.
I'm for that.
Yeah.
If
If
Trump
it's-
on
if
one
it's
side,
That's actually
BattleBots
Rob's
will
dream.
return.
Come socking robots.
I mean, do we
Exactly.
really want
BattleBots, yeah.
Grok going to war with ChatGPT? though?
BattleBot's what I was thinking. I want Mahmoud Ahmadinejad on one side with his controller, Trump on the other side. They got their BattleBots in the battle box. Whichever
I don't think
robot
it's ever-
survives, that country wins.
Why don't they
Yeah,
just have a
Trump will have
Pokemon Go
Tombstone. Will be
battle?
on fire. He'll be like, I'm winning.
Just have a Pokemon Go battle.
I didn't need
people,
the- I didn't
like
need the battery.
civilized individuals.
Just Pokemon go to the polls.
Oh, no.
Pokemon Go
although,
to war,
although
guys.
didn't they use Pokemon Go data to create some of the surveillance networks?
Yes.
I was
Yes,
right
they-
again. I was right again. I called it.
Honestly,
back when Pokemon Go came out.
We should be
Nobody
surveilling
listens.
players of Pokemon Go. I don't
no
trust
one
them.
listens to me. No one listens to
So-
me.
That is why we co-hosted the convention with the furry convention.
Yes.
So we are about 2 minutes behind on live at the moment, but there is the Trump speech that we're going to cover. If y'all are down, that's
Sure.
That's
my
why I
man's
came
here.
on here. Yeah, that's why I'm here. I'm here for Comrade
So,
Trump.
we got this. Oh gosh, we've got our Trump Nation here.
Can you superimpose this like a?
He just popped up. Let's listen live.
Before we begin, I'm proud
Yeah.
to report that our country is safer, stronger, and far wealthier than it has ever been before. we are doing great.
False.
Less
Fact
than
check.
2 years ago,
Hey, we can
we
miss your science
inherited
theater.
an economic and social disaster. After the worst inflation
are
in
that.
48 years, the wide open borders
caused
with
the
millions
inflation.
and millions of people pouring in from
He did.
all over the world,
And
including
he deported
criminals
fewer
of all
people
types,
and stopped fewer people at the border.
11,000.
Yeah, but
Biden
inflation's
horrible.
not
Well,
a
don't
legal
sell me
factor.
on him.
Many of whom killed more than one person. We had
1.1
transgender
person.
for everybody.
For
Men and
everyone.
women's
For
sports,
everyone.
For everyone. That's
For
not even
everyone.
and the whole world
You
was
see,
laughing
people
at
get
You get
us.
extra
Louisiana
hands.
to give you a
You
hard
get extra
time,
hands.
but we don't
But
even
not
go for that.
anymore. 2 years ago, our country was dead. Now we are the hottest
Now, by the
country
power of Christ,
anywhere in the
I
world.
We're
am
literally
Biden.
the hottest
America
country
is
anywhere in the
respected
world.
like we have
We're-
never been
It's hot Trump
respected
summer,
Global,
y'all.
before.
global warming.
We have more
than
money
anyone else.
being invested in the United
El
States
Nino,
than
El
any
Nino, like
time
you've never seen.
in the history of our country. More Americans are working today than ever before.
2, 3 jobs, more
This
jobs
week
than
it
ever
was
before.
announced that inflation saw the largest monthly decline in more
can't
than
be a worse
6
speech than what we're
years.
getting right
Just
now, Free.
happened. It was just
Yeah, he
given
said
out.
more
The
decline than
media
you've ever
reported
seen.
it,
Yeah,
and
Free, can you please
we
give your speech to
accepted
me? I would
That is
appreciate
the
that
best
more.
in
Also
6
false.
years. The tax cuts in our great, big, beautiful
The
bill are saving
increases by
hardworking
inflation are the
families
lowest they've been in 6
thousands
years.
and thousands of dollars.
Not the inflation being
like
below
with
zero.
the
Yeah, no,
provisions
it's
increases
stabilized.
are the
tax
lowest.
on
It's
tips.
That's a
stabilized.
No
derivative, y'all.
tax on
Extreme.
overtime and no tax on
Exactly.
Social Security for our great seniors.
So-so security.
Along with the interest deduction on a loan used to purchase a car, but only if that car is made in America and
Oh,
a
yeah, market
100% expensing for our
Protectionism.
job creating
Kyle,
businesses.
I feel like this
I-
speech needs a
Our
soundtrack.
markets
Do you have
are
any
at their
anthems that you
highest
could play in the
point
background to this
in
that I might have
many
recorded?
years, but we can
I
actually
would
say
suggest Yakety
of
Sax.
all time. And your 401ks, pensions, and retirement accounts are setting records every single day, the highest in history. For years, we paid the highest price for prescription drugs anywhere in the world.
And now they're
we
cut by
pay the lowest
600%.
price under my most favored nation's policy. Because
Brad
I was
Pratt
By the way,
Yeah,
everyone,
the rest
that
of
is
the
all my
world
voice.
and the
I wrote that arrangement and I
pharmaceutical
recorded it.
companies to act
Including the Donald Trump
responsibly.
speech.
Yes.
Drug
Yes.
prices are coming down by 70,
They're coming.
80, and 90%.
Oh, he learned from
TrumpRx.gov. This will ultimately reduce the cost of health care.
Wasn't
You
this
have to
supposed to be
go
about
to
election fraud?
rx.gov
be clear.
and take advantage of it.
TrumpRx.gov.
But the cost of health care
Well,
is
you got
coming
to go
way
to
down
TrumpRx to
because
get the
of what
drugs
we've
to
done with
believe the election
prescription
fraud
drugs. And with Trump accounts,
Comrade.
every child in America now has access to a tax-free investment
Partia
account
Trumpa.
to save for their future. Billions
Oh,
and
we didn't
billions of
talk about
dollars are
Trump
being
accounts,
invested,
did
put
we?
in by companies and individuals to take care of our children so that at age 18 they will have potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars
Drugs were already
in their
down by
account,
600%.
and they'll
Now they're
get
down by
off to
another
a great
90%.
start
That's
in life.
72,000% right
so
there.
for that, go to trumpaccounts.gov and sign up your child or any child who'd like to sign up. Our
Any
previously
child.
wide open
You can sign up for
Amanda,
their children.
Amanda, they have
transformed
value
into
now.
the
Wait,
most
I can
secure
just sign up other people's
Children have
kids?
value.
with zero illegal
Under
aliens
Comrade
being admitted
Trump.
to the United States in the past.
Thank you. That is
14
once again,
months.
I'm
That
proud of
is
this music because it's
zero.
my
Nobody
voice and my
thought it was
arrangement
possible.
entirely.
We had the worst border in the
This
history
is
of our
Amanda's
country, and now
version
we
of
have
the
the
ukulele
best.
solo.
Crime is plummeting nationwide. with
I'm
the
still
murder
waiting
rate
on my
at
free
its lowest
trans
level
vote.
since
Whatever that's supposed to
1900.
mean.
Or more than
Transgender
You'll receive your free
125
trans in the
years
mail.
ago. We're making a record
I
investment.
mean,
in our
I've
armed
heard this
forces,
for
and
everybody.
have
We
the
all get to be
strongest and most
trans.
powerful military by far
Well, that's the Pete
anywhere
Hegseth
in the
thing.
world. I
You're,
built
he
it
said
during
you're,
my
you're
first
gonna get
term,
a free
and
train. You're
unfortunately,
getting a free
we're
train.
forced to use it now. We won in Venezuela, which is now working with us to produce millions and
Daylight
millions
savings
of barrels of
accounts.
oil. We are likewise
every
winning
hour
big in
saved,
Iran,
Trump
and
will save you
will
a
see
dollar.
the fruits of that labor very, very shortly. America is back and doing
back.
really well, but we still
doing
have
okay.
a major
He's made
challenge
America
that must be
again. It's
urgently
not great,
addressed,
but it is
because
made.
no country could be great without fair and honest elections.
Oh, here
you
we go.
have to trust your country, because if there can be
And
no
no one's more
trust,
trustworthy than this
there can
jackass.
be no
Wait,
greatness.
you
and that's
cut it
very
off at the best
simple.
part.
No trust, no greatness. For many years, I've called for bold, swift, and decisive action to protect the integrity of America's elections. Every American deserves to
How
know
is it
that
possible
when
we have a
they
president that
cast a
doesn't
vote,
have the ability to stand
that
up?
vote will be counted
He's got a little
accurately
shimmy
in the
going
system,
on.
and that is to
Yeah.
make that system secure. One where
He's
cheating
practicing
and
dodging a
Because they
bullet.
interference are
injected
not
him full of
just
fucking meth
difficult,
beforehand.
but virtually impossible.
He found Biden's coat.
Unfortunately, the system we have today falls catastrophically short of that standard. Tonight, I'm announcing
He's
the
finally
immediate
getting to the point.
declassification and release of critical intelligence,
The Epstein
revealing
files.
shocking
Epstein
vulnerabilities in
files.
our
He must have gotten
election
access to
infrastructure.
Austin Martin's
This
language model.
evidence shows that the election system we
He's
have
gonna out us, you
dangerously
guys.
exposes
I found
and
critical
really
information on the
exposes
Libertarian Party's
levels never
agenda.
thought possible. The
Jennifer
hacking,
dossiers.
exploitation, and foreign interference. Just as disturbingly, this vital information has for many years been covered up.
Oh, he
really
says
does
there's
sound like an
election
Austin Martin
fraud,
email.
and he's
The
going to
American
step
people are
down.
beautiful.
It
are
really,
great
what I
really
kept
American
thinking
Oliver
in ways
won
moving
the
everything
election.
is,
But that
is
all
this the
changes right
representative from
now.
Hawaii who
The
has the floor?
documents we will
Is
release
this like AI
starting tonight have
generated?
been gathered by the White House Government Transparency Task Force, a great
There's
group
trans
of
again.
people.
I'm really
along with
upset that
the
we're not
staff
seeing
of
more
the
comments about my
President's
beautiful music.
Intelligence Advisory Board,
As a
supported by our top
I'll talk to you
intelligence
about how
agency
beautiful
chiefs,
your music
who
is.
have all personally reviewed the
Thank you
findings.
so
As
much,
Because I'm
someone who
Rose.
has
definitely, I'm definitely
recorded
trying not to
speeches
get on the bad side of the
confirmed their
Central Committee
authenticity.
Investigatory Committee
You can
again.
see these documents for yourself at
If you look at this, his
whitehouse.gov.
eyes aren't moving.
That's
They're not at the camera.
whitehouse.gov. Go
He's not
check
looking
I'm
it
back
out.
and
not
forth across the
convinced
people.
that that's
Our
Nor is he
purpose
looking
in
at the teleprompter
disclosing
in the
this
camera.
information is not to weaken
Where is he looking?
confidence in election.
Why does he have a
Well,
teleprompter on an
Learn
iPad?
that
Well, he had
confidence
drugged
by
at 18,000%
confronting
off. You
vulnerabilities and
can't look at
correcting
anything.
them
I'm not
very,
convinced
very
that's
quickly,
an
and that's
actual
what we're
human
doing.
on
The
camera here.
documents cover 5 major areas
Thank
of
you, Rob,
concern.
so much. I appreciate
First,
that.
they show that over a period of years, starting during the 2020 election cycle, the People's Republic of China carried out
I
what is
did.
believed
I
to
made-
be
I
the
wrote the
largest
choral arrangement,
compromise
Rob.
of election data
Oh, there we go.
in
War with
history,
China.
resulting in China's illicit acquisition of 220 million U.S.
That was
voter
100% my
files.
voice, Rob.
That information
Unedited.
includes names, addresses, phone numbers, political party preferences, and other
accessed voter
sensitive
files.
data that would be needed to register to vote and engage in other nefarious activities, which is exactly what was happening.
Or
This
legal. and-
data loss presents an unprecedented election security nightmare. The intelligence
they had
even
access to
shows
the
that
phone
China
book.
assigned a data exploitation unit specifically to this new project. Compounding the
United
travesty,
States,
the
of course,
second set of
would never
documents we
interfere.
are releasing reveals that members of the deep
You know he
state,
makes his speechwriters
very,
use
very famous
LLMs
group
too.
of people,
Yeah.
many
The deep
cases,
state, the
in our
Chicago deep
intelligence
state,
agency
actually.
work
It's,
to
they put the
actively
sauce on top.
suppress and
I'm
downplay
not convinced
information
that this
about the
isn't an
extent of
LLM
China's
speaking
sinister
to us.
election meddling.
Is the real
But
Trump
Bringing it
alive
up from
still?
both the president and the
He's with
American
Mitch McConnell. I
people
talked to
like
him. I had a
nobody
20-minute
thought
conversation
was
with him today.
U.S. spy
Amanda,
agencies
comment on your
began
music
learning
and my
about
Cola
the
arrangement joke,
compromise
which
of
was
voter
brilliant, by the way.
registration
It was
files in
brilliant, Rob. It
2020
was, you know,
when
you're a
they
brilliant
discovered
person
that
because you're able to
tens
see
of
like the
millions
brilliance
of
of
voter
others.
data-
Your choral arrangement
Think
joke
of that,
was fire.
tens of
Thank you.
millions of voters' data in 18 states have been bought, stolen, or hacked by China. Yet those responsible for
Sounds like
sounding
he's
the
hacking.
alarm instead kept the information secret and hidden. They did not disclose to me as president or to anyone else, and to the best of our knowledge, they did not inform Congress. In fact, all they kept saying is, this is the most secure election in the history of our country. A standard, very pat line that was
That's
divvied
embouchure
out
there.
Same
to
with
say,
this is the most important
the
election.
cover-up of
Who
this
said that?
colossal security
Who
breach
said that it was a secure
is even
fucking
more
election?
disturbing in light
Who was
of
saying
the
this?
additional
How many people said
information
that?
showing that China
That was
engaged
a
in
common talking
other
point from the media.
election-related activities
To be
to
fair, the media
undermine
was saying
my
most
first
secure election in
administration and our
history.
2020
Yeah,
campaign.
because he was out there
I
peddling
don't listen to
voter
enough
fraud.
Democrats, I
want,
guess.
and they just didn't want it. They
It was a
fought
Democrat
like hell
talking
not
point.
to have
You
it.
know
Donald
what? We should
Trump.
all
Rose
just
is the one that
come
sounds
out
like
and
she's
win.
swallowing her
fine.
mic.
And for
Trump
good
won the
reason.
Sorry, what?
2020
As
election.
the documents
Now he's a
we are
two-term
releasing
Christian
president.
Askew sounds like they're
CIA
swallowing their mic.
Oh, yeah, you're
reporting
right.
Your mic is going through a little
explicitly
weird.
stated, and I quote, in mid-2018, the Chinese Communist Party's policy was to leverage all domestic and foreign elements that were opposed to the U.S.
I like that he's mad about
president in
other
an
countries
effort
getting
to
involved in
reduce the
elections when
U.S.
2016
president's
was
votes
straight up Russian
and make him
intervention.
resign or
Right.
prevent
Well,
his
and don't forget
re-election.
Venezuela.
Isn't that nice? Also, in mid
Yeah.
Kidnap
2018,
the
China was
president.
Wasn't our
working
election
to
only
influence the
fair?
results of the U.S. midterm
It's
elections
a
and
one-way
later
thing.
the
only.
results of the 2020 presidential election itself. Separately, in mid-2019,
So China
the
had the
Chinese
ability
government
to
strategy
change
against the
2018 and
United
2020.
States was focused
But the
on
Democrats, I guess,
undermining
fixed it
domestic
so Trump could
confidence
win
in the
24?
US president.
What is
They
the
wanted
fucking
to just
argument
make
here?
you sound
Oh, who was actually
like your
president
president
in
wasn't
2020?
so hot, when actually your president has done a great job, and they did everything possible
Yeah.
to do exactly that.
Whoever the president was in
Going
2019
on,
really
this
messed this
document
up.
says, and this is by the CIA, the strategy included efforts to use Chinese contacts with big U.S. companies to influence
contacts.
Right.
U.S.
Well,
business
we can
leaders
see
to
Are you just
turn
describing
against the
US government
President
strategy
of the
for
United
business? I don't
States
understand the
of
problem.
America. The Chinese
Are we
government
just being
sought to
prepped for
identify
war
U.S.
with China?
journalists
Is
who
that what
had
this is about?
reported negatively
Well,
on
if
the
you're
No,
going
we
to
never
U.S.
we
speed
never
run
go
the
to
president
China. No, we
and
never
paid
go to war with
large
China. We need them
sums
too
of
much.
money to
Yeah.
write more
If
negative
you're speed running the
articles
know.
decline
about
of the
him
nation, though,
as
really,
many
China's a good
as
That's what I
they
target.
could,
thought, but
and they didn't care what they said. The Chinese government wanted U.S.
Maybe
president
we'll do a
to
George
lose
Bush,
the next
and we're
election,
going to
and the
blame
reason
China
they
and then bomb
wanted
Hong Kong.
me to lose is because they knew I was wise to them, charging
Wise?
billions and billions of dollars worth of tariffs, and built the
Bajillions.
strongest military anywhere in the world. We have the strongest military anywhere in the world.
That's why we just lost
These
the war.
are exact quotes from the CIA reporting. The name of the person doing the quote is now under review, but it gets even worse. Raw intelligence obtained by the FBI in 2020,
Not cooked intelligence.
yet buried by rogue bureaucrats, stated that China's activities even included an attempt to manufacture illegal ballots for Joe Biden.
Joe Biden.
Documents show
Joe
that
Biden.
during this period,
Biden.
dozens of significant CIA and NSA reports about China's election targeting were kept out of the presidential briefing. These were briefings I would get almost every day. Everything was kept out that was of importance.
But we
One
uncovered a
email among
4chan
There's
post.
nothing of
intelligence
importance
analysts
from Donald
admitted that
Trump.
they had,
Perfectly
quote,
good.
deliberately massaged
I wanna see the evidence.
presidential daily briefing to withhold
Deliberately
information regarding
massaged,
Chinese
reminds me of the
activities
island.
related to the election. Another official inside the FBI wrote that she was running, quote, a shadow government, unquote, to keep
quote,
intelligence
my
about
goodness.
China's election meddling from
Unquote.
becoming known
Unquote, like
and
you
to keep
quote
it
it, and
away
then you
from
also
the
quote.
Yeah,
honorable
he
Viewers of
stopped.
previous
He realized he
Other
wasn't a real
officials who
quote.
witnessed such efforts
Yeah.
perceived the motivations to be blatantly political. Recently, we found
Blatantly.
significant numbers of burn bags in formation, and this is a
Burn
group
bags.
of bags that were used to
Bags.
destroy information given by
Destructive
President
bags.
Barack Hussein Obama to be burned. It was supposed to be burned.
Oh no, he used
These
his real
bags
name.
were
Full
supposed
name.
to be at a
No, if he does it
different
two more
level by
times, he appears
different
behind him.
people incinerated and checked, but it never happened.
But we
Maybe
got
we got
Obama's
lucky.
sack.
We believe this was not done
It was a
on
large
purpose, but
black
rather
sack.
through gross incompetence of the people that was supposed to burn the bags. But
They're
the
supposed to
findings
burn
are
it, but we got
stunning.
It certainly looks like
Today,
it's
I'm
designed
asking
to
the
do what it's
Office
going
of
to
the Director of National
It's ridiculous.
Intelligence, the Department of Justice, the FBI, and the CIA to
The National
investigate how and why
Testosterone
such
Testing
crucial
Agency.
information was hidden, to fire those involved in the cover-up, and to file criminal charges, if appropriate, against these people. Yet concealing China's meddling was only the beginning. The
That's
third
why
set of documents
I'm
we are
announcing nuclear
releasing
strikes
proves
against
that for many
China.
years,
The entire
Americans
Right?
were
Georgia.
That's what I'm
blatantly
waiting
lied to
for. That's what
about
I'm
the
waiting
He's
for.
security
not.
of
He's not.
our
We
election
never do anything to
infrastructure, including
really.
electronic voting machines
We're
and
removing
ballot
the China.
counting
do is
systems.
seize an
dishonest,
ideology and
almost
infrastructure.
But we
all.
have a fucking
They're
demented,
vulnerable
like,
and they're easily
we have a
compromised.
malignant
And
narcissist
people
in
within
a
our
state of
government knew that.
advanced.
There is
tonight,
no
we're
U.S.
publishing a
business
series
that
of
would allow us
previously
to go to war with
classified
China.
U.S. intelligence community assessments and other reports proving that our government has long known these machines are extremely exposed to attack. As one assessment states, we
Exposed
judge
machines.
that
You may have
the
seen it on
United
Grok.
States adversaries, including At a minimum,
that's
Russia,
Mac
China,
Hitler.
Iran, North Korea, as
Ooh,
well
he
as
said something
non-state
negative about
groups
Russia.
have the capability to compromise U.S. election infrastructure. That's
Uh,
unquote, but that's
that's why we gotta
self-statement,
stop having
isn't
these
it?
elections.
Made by supposedly great patriots.
He is
of our
definitely
country.
reading a teleprompter.
The
His eyes
document
aren't
goes
moving
on
other
to
than like
further
very
state
slight.
that, quote,
cross
we
teleprompter.
assess
Most people read
convinced
that
teleprompters.
I'm
centralized
still not
election
convinced this is
related
the real
data
It's a
Trump.
teleprompter that's not in line with the
such
camera
as voter
lens, which is
registration
the whole point of a
databases, poll
teleprompter.
books, and
You would never
other
use a teleprompter.
official election websites are most vulnerable to
This feels like
exploitation,
an
and
LLM
adversaries
trying to be
could use
Trump.
this access to these systems to disrupt.
I mean, I'm sure he
election
makes the
processes
speechwriters use
within the
LLMs,
United
which is
States
sad.
of
I almost feel
America.
bad for the speechwriters.
Tonight we're releasing all
shouldn't be
of
working
those
for Trump.
files
I
and
don't really work for Trump.
spanning from
Well, that's the thing. I said
thought-
almost.
January
Right.
I thought the
2020 to
appeal
June
of Trump was that
2026.
he didn't
This
have
is a cyber
speechwriters.
threat aimed at the very heart of our democracy.
Look, imagine a
Okay.
speechwriter named
Question
Plato.
Whether
Okay,
it could actually be
Named Plato?
possible to electronically
that was
manipulate vote
Melania
totals or
Trump was like,
change
imagine a teacher named
election
Plato, and
results
it's a
on
fucking
these terrible machines.
animatronic.
Today, we are releasing
LLM.
documents that show the CIA obtained reporting of a specific plot to do a big number in favor of
big
the
number?
corrupt
Big
Maduro.
number.
I,
Big
yeah, I'm
regime
just
in
imagining taking a
Venezuela.
giant shit.
And that's
Big
exactly
seven.
what
Trump
Yes, I'm
knows all
talking about-
about doing a
Aspiring
big
to
number.
digitally
There we go.
rig their own
He's got
country's
that, that
elections
virus.
in 2020, and that's what
Or,
they did.
Potentially,
This reporting
potentially a
included
zillion.
precise details about methods to
About
regime
meth.
Details about
developed
meth heads.
to digitally alter vote totals in ways
He has
that
been
could
Martin
talking
not
to
again.
Austin
be
Martin.
detected even with an audit, no matter how deep they went.
How
This
deep?
intelligence
No matter how
underscores
deep.
why
They
we
go
must take
very
urgent
deep,
action
guys.
to
I
didn't
ensure
know
that
this.
our own system can never, ever be hacked or compromised like it was
No.
in the past.
No,
The fourth
because we
set
put a
of
password
documents
on it.
reveals that even
1,
when
2, 3,
significant
4.
evidence
The
of
password
fraud
is
has
Trump
been
1, 2,
Proof of his
3.
hacking.
It has been buried.
All
and
voting
covered
will now
up.
be
It's
on
not
Trump
wrong. It's
Mobile.
not
Among
Plato,
the
it's Play-Doh for
disclosures
Trump.
tonight are FBI files
Okay, so
detailing
what
evidence
company
of
is
alleged
about to
fraud
tell
by
us
a
to buy
large-scale
stock
voter
in?
registration operation
There's
in
really
Michigan.
one set of files
In
I want to see
2020,
released from
Michigan
this
State Police
administration.
raided a Democrat get
The
out
Rose
of
Underneath
Voter
this BS.
organization, corrupt
Yeah.
group in Muskegon.
Trump's going
We'll
to
be
drop the
dropping-
ILP
and were
dossier
so
any minute.
He doesn't
concerned
even know
by
the city
what
name
they
is.
found. They were just so
We'll be dropping
concerned. They couldn't
Greenland
believe it,
on
actually,
China.
that they contacted the FBI in Detroit. The documents state that some canvassers admitted to FBI agents that they signed voter registration forms in other people's names, submitted
me, bro.
fraudulent
Chinese looking.
registration for people who did not exist, and received gift cards tied to their number of applications that they produced. In other words, it was pay, play, and cheat. The FBI
Oh,
agents
wow.
you
working
couldn't get a,
on
To
you
get
couldn't get
paid.
a third
case
T in
believe
there.
that
Positions.
crimes were committed, yet the Biden Department of Justice slow-walked the investigation and killed it. Tonight, I'm asking
I'm bringing it
the
back.
FBI director to ensure that the matter is fully investigated.
Get out there, Cash, with your
and to
fucking
work
bug
with the
eyes.
Department of Justice to prosecute those responsible for any crimes. Finally, to reveal just how vulnerable our elections continue to be,
Cash
we are
Patel
releasing
needs
the
the
results
glasses
of
with
a
the
stunning
eyeballs on
investigation
springs.
by the Department of Homeland Security.
I mean, honestly, all
According
joking
to
aside,
the
these are
DHS
just
review,
these for
state voter
federally
rolls
monitored
and public
elections.
records.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
I'm
identified
waiting for him to
approximately
tell us what company to buy
278,000
stock in that's going to
non-citizens
be making the
who are
new
registered to vote in
machine, so-
federal elections.
At any point, he's going to tell us what
Since
company to buy
Democrat
stock
states
in.
refuse to share their voter files, the real
Because of
number
that,
is
we're
actually
putting
much
flock
higher than
cameras
that.
in the toilets.
Yet, even this limited
read
analysis
my
found
license
more than
plate.
250,000 foreigners illegally registered to vote. Put together, these disclosures reveal an election system so broken and so vulnerable that
That I
no
still
one
won.
can possibly defend it. It is not defensible. Hundreds of millions of U.S. voter files are
Billions,
in the hands of foreign
trillions of people.
governments. Our machines and ballot counting systems are exposed to hacking and manipulation and corruption. China and
Sexual
other
advances.
countries have been trying to meddle in our elections. Evidence of
This,
fraud has been buried.
Like,
Hundreds of
If
thousands of
someone took this
non-citizens
exact
and dead
speech,
people
ran it through an
are
AI
listed
so it
and
sounded like
active
Putin,
on the
and let it
voter rolls.
play,
Right?
And yet
no
we
one
still
would
have
question
elections with
Yeah, they would. They'd be like,
no
"Why the hell
voter
is Putin
ID,
speaking English?"
no proof of
Nice.
citizenship,
That's a fair
I
point.
was,
and tens
I
of
feel like
millions of
Putin
ballots
would sound
floating
more
aimlessly
intelligent
through
than
the
this,
mail.
At least, though, like
As
he
one
at least
example
can
of
give a
the
speech.
insanity, California's
Mhm.
recent election for
Yeah, like
mayor
he's
of
evil,
LA
but he could
and
definitely
governor
take Trump out in
was
chess.
held on June 2nd,
He sounds like
long
he
time
actually
ago,
sounds like a
but
statesman
it
at
was
least, even
just
though he's fucking
completed
evil. Like,
a few days ago on July 10th. Think of that, much
Why
more
is
than
the
1 month.
regional
Took a month to
alternate
count the
saying
votes. I
that
wonder
Donald
what they
or
were
that
doing.
Vladimir Putin sounds
This
like a
is
statesman?
worse than any third
got
world
me.
country. There's no third world country that
no,
has
but
elections
no, it would be
like
really
we have.
scandalous if I said
In
it
a
about
rare
somebody
move,
in
NBC
Ukraine. That would be
And
scandalous.
Yeah.
ABC Fake
The
News
people
have
who
both
are
said
after
that
me
they
aren't going
would
to care
not
if I
cover this
praise
speech.
Russia.
They knew what it
That's
was
fair.
about because of the fact that they don't like the topic, because they know how corrupt
Because
our
you're full of
system is and they
shit.
don't want to reveal it.
The system
They
is
and others in the
horrifically
media are
corrupt. That
part
part's
of
So
it.
we
true.
found we
You're
They
found
want to
Obama's
continue this
large
fraud for
SPAC
whatever
in
reason.
the
They want to
reflecting
keep
pool.
it going. They want to
was full
protect
of
the
algae.
radical left. They can't have a
I'm surprised he
great
hasn't
country,
blamed
and that's
Obama
true.
for the
You can't have a
reflecting
great
pool.
country
I
without
thought he did.
free and
Oh,
fair
you're right,
elections.
because Obama didn't
Fraud like
maintain
this
it
should
properly.
mean
Yeah.
That's
a
why it was so
revocation
bad.
of their licenses. They use our public multi-billion-dollar in value airways for absolutely no money. They pay nothing.
So now
All
I'm
we
shutting down
want
the
is
airways.
honesty in our elections and honesty in reporting. They pay nothing
Honestly,
for
well, not honesty in the presidency.
multi-billion-dollar assets. Great damage has
Assets.
been done to our country.
$1 million
Our elections were
asses. The
left
nicest
vulnerable
you've ever
to
seen.
being rigged and stolen,
Yes, I've seen
and the
Super
trust of
Island.
the American people was lost. This cannot be allowed to continue. Every American, whether you're a Republican, Democrat, Independent, or otherwise, should be
Otherwise,
able to
that's
agree
me.
that we deserve the most secure, honest, and fair election system anywhere in the world. Secure elections should be a partisan, really, we should be
It
together.
should be a partisan issue.
Democrats, Republicans, Independents, everybody. And it should not be a partisan issue. It should cause to unite us, not to divide us. This should be a cause.
Oh my
We should
God.
be united.
I'm
not
impressed by the
divided.
As long as we're only voting for
Travel
one of
and
two
space.
parties.
Irrefutable information.
This should be a nonpartisan
revealed
cause,
tonight.
except you're
My
only voting for one of two
administration is
parties.
in the process of notifying.
All right. The
Elections
states.
should be.
That's the
Yeah,
only option.
yeah.
Data was
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is the
compromised
Except
by
the
the
Republicans
libertarian.
are
People's
caught doing
Republic
voter fraud.
of
This
China
is the
and many
libertarian
others.
POTUS, you guys, remember?
We'll be working
Yeah.
Oh,
closely
that's
we
true.
to
have a
mitigate any
libertarian
harm,
POTUS. It's
and
this guy.
we're taking swift
There's
action
a libertarian
to
in
ensure
his
that
cabinet,
sensitive
in his
voter
bathroom.
data is better protected.
Did we discuss there's a
so we can
Hatch
never
Act
be
violation
bought,
complaint
we can
pending
never
against
be
RFK?
hacked, and we
I
can
tried
never
3 times
watch
to
a
touch
on that one,
stolen
and could
election
not get it through.
again. Tomorrow, the Secretary of Homeland
could have gotten it
Security will
through.
hold a briefing to outline
Kyle
his
just
never
does
department's
not
recent
live
work
up to Amanda's
confirming
Yeah, no,
cyber
Kyle's just
vulnerabilities
subpar.
in
Our
No,
band
see, the
electronic
problem
voting
is
systems.
Amanda is
They
the
are
size
bad.
of an infinitely
We're
thin
in the
needle.
process of
an
informing
atomic needle.
governors, senators,
She can
and
always get
members
through.
of
Pierce,
Congress of
So they call me
potential
Amanda the
issues in
Atomic
their
Needle.
states. If you look
We
at
do
voting
now.
today, it's in such bad shape in so many states, and we are committing to fix it. And we're also
Thankfully not my
committing to
nickname.
be working with those states and local
Your
jurisdictions.
nickname is
Wow.
Little
Like
NATO
the
Man.
18 months.
I still have you as Little NATO
Technical
Man on my phone.
vulnerabilities before the
What,
midterm
okay, what
elections.
do you
We
have me as?
very important elections
I don't
coming
have
up.
one for you yet.
We
It
want
might
those
be Rose
elections,
Sunni
to be
Muslim now.
honest. I've also
There you go.
ordered DHS to
That's
notify
my-
every
I
state
don't wanna know what
about
I am.
non-citizens or
You're
voter
an
rolls
nickname
and
from
direct
now
them
on.
to remove all ineligible voters from the lists immediately. But most
I'll be
importantly,
checking the list
addressing
twice.
this crisis of election security demands that Congress must pass the
Everyone
Save
votes for
America
Pat.
Act.
Ah,
How easy is that
How
to do
about
unless
no?
you want to cheat? The only reason you wouldn't do it is you want to cheat because your policies are so
Only-
bad.
The only
Only
reason you wouldn't do it
possible.
is if you're a
and your candidates are
socialist,
so
communist,
pathetic that
Marxist,
you can't get away or can't get elected
You-
any
you-
other way.
Democrat.
Yeah.
This landmark
Democrat,
bill
liberal.
requires that all voters
a
must
Marxist
show
liberal.
photo,
That's what you are.
voter
Yes.
Oh,
ID.
God.
How simple is
That's
that?
one of my biggest pet
Could I have your
peeves.
photo,
People don't know the
please?
fucking difference between
Photo,
a liberal
voter
and a
ID.
socialist.
All
Oh my
voters
God.
must provide
That will
proof
piss
of
off both the
citizenship.
liberals and the
Are you a
socialists, by the
citizen of our
way.
country, please?
They get really offended.
And hopefully
Yep.
there will be no corrupt mail-in ballots, which if you watched California and so many other places Mail-in ballots are inherently corrupt.
He doesn't know what that
So
word
you
means.
would have no
Mail-in ballots are
except
inherently
for
corrupt. How? I know. I
illness,
really want to parse
disability,
that.
military deployment or
100%
travel
of
if you're
ballots
going
that have been
away
mailed
on business or
Like,
are
what is the
corrupted.
inherent
Vacation.
corruption of a mail-in
These
ballot?
reforms are
What is the
urgently needed to
principle?
stop the vulnerabilities that I've mentioned.
Well,
To all Americans,
A
I
lot of
ask
them are
you to pick up
Democrats,
your phone
so that's-
tomorrow,
that's
call
why.
your
That's inherent
representatives in the House
corruption.
and Senate,
Mhm.
and demand
Those
that they pass
Marxist liberal
the
Democrats.
Save America Act without delay.
I knew that's what this was going to
Together
be.
we will
He already
you,
mentioned
Trump.
it.
restore
He already
faith
mentioned
and
it.
confidence in our
Ah,
country,
I didn't hear it.
and we will be
We were
bigger,
supposed
Fuck
to
you,
see
Trump.
better, and
evidence of
stronger
the
than ever
rigging
before.
vote.
Thank you.
He
God
said he's
bless you.
releasing it.
God bless
We'll
our
see.
great military, and God bless America. Thank you very
Why
much.
not?
A bunch of people
Freaking,
say-
why not?
Fuck off of my monitor.
It's live.
Don't you waste that song on him.
But they were playing it in the background the entire time, or not the entire time, but like through the
What?
entire song.
So why not like give a PowerPoint presentation of the like declassified
Evidence?
documents that he's been
Yeah.
building up to all week?
Why can't he point to it like with one of his pointers? You remember when
That
Paul
was
Ryan
just-
used to be in the
Oh, so-
Senate and he had those charts?
That was
He always
more
had charts.
annoying
Rendering.
than- That
He
was
used up
more
all his- he used
annoying
up all
than
his
a
API
sham
credits
wow
making the speech.
infomercial you got.
I miss Paul Ryan's charts, and I think we should have brought those back. People think I'm joking.
a
I
big
like
fan of
those
his,
charts.
Trump used to have
I was
charts.
a big
He did
fan
that-
of his workout ad.
I was a big fan of him doing CrossFit. I'm not even lying.
Hmm.
This is maybe one of the deepest, darkest, dirtiest secrets that nobody's going to clip this. I used to have a crush on Paul Ryan. Boom, I said it. Well, clip that. Nobody's going to.
The
We all had a
ears.
crush on Paul Ryan. at
Dude.
that point.
Paul Ryan was a
The-
dreamboat.
The ears.
Oh my
I
God.
He had
remember
very
what those-
tuggable ears.
Yeah, you just get this overwhelming urge to
Yeah.
grab him by the ears.
I would-
For,
Tug his ears.
we are talking about ears, right?
We are. He had very tuggable ears. Paul Ryan did. He's in Janesville. He's not too far from me.
Um,
I would go if not for their restraining order.
You grabbed him
So-
by the ears.
I
without
grabbed him by the ears.
consent.
One too many ears. One too many times.
We got one final story for you guys before we sign off, because we do have an LPA meeting that we're all late for at this point. And that is a violation of the Hatch Act accusation against RFK Jr.
Don't
I
let
think
it
we
get
let Kyle
started
get
yet.
this one through.
Iowa. What?
I said I don't think we should let you get this story through.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Right,
either.
Yeah,
already
no,
up
I
there.
don't think so.
Move to adjourn.
Seconded.
Second. Do we need to go do a vote?
All right. Now you know RFK Jr. has been Hatch acted. Good night, everybody.
Okay.
We're gonna say anarchy. And we're gonna say anarchy. Full transparency. Now I wanna see anarchists on the business list. Destroy!